how to save almost 8,000 Rs on your kitchen renovation. I'm going to tell you some items here that you can use as very good cheap options that have the same effect as an expensive product. So guys, how's it going? Is everything all right with you? I'm Ed, the Parquiteto, and in this video I want to show you in practice, taking an example from a project we did. We saved almost 8,000 Rs by switching out some decoration items, porcelain tile installation and materials. Anyway, saving money without losing the luxury, without giving up sophistication. The first thing you're going to do, instead of putting up a backsplash made from the same stone as your countertop, you use the porcelain tile from your wall, the one you put on the wall behind the sink. Think with me here, you're going to put the porcelain tile on the wall behind your sink. Let's imagine that your kitchen has a sink, a stove, or a cooktop, for example, not just a straight countertop. Imagine it like this, here and there. You put the tile, the porcelain tile, on that wall, and you're already going to save money because you don't need to put porcelain tile everywhere. Considering that on the top you have cabinets, and on the bottom you have a cabinet, you'll just cover that strip between the countertop, your lower cabinet, and your upper cabinet. So, if you already put the porcelain tile, what's the need to add a backsplash, right? People are really used to adding a backsplash made of stone. After installing the porcelain tile, I don't see the need for it, especially if you have a beautiful porcelain tile, one that stands out and you want to highlight it. So, the first item here is, there's no need for you to use a backsplash, considering you already have the porcelain tile installed on that wall above your sink. A built-in power strip or even a row, a profile of outlets in the overhead cabinet of your kitchen. You don't need to fill your kitchen with outlets, right? Oh, let's put a lot here because you can never have too many outlets. No, that's not how it works. There are fixed outlet points. The outlet for the refrigerator, the oven, the microwave, the water filter, and those are fixed outlets. What I want you to understand are those general use outlets for everyday things like a blender, a mixer, those appliances, that kind of outlet. You don't need to fill your wall with them because they're for general use, casual use. It's for everyday constant use when you're plugging in these appliances. Wooden doors instead of putting glass, on your cabinets there in your kitchen. First, it's cheaper, okay? You'll agree with me here that having a wooden door instead of glass on your kitchen cabinets is already cheaper. And second, it's much more functional. Okay, think with me too, alright? These are examples I'm bringing you here that will help you save money, and at the same time you'll see that I'm right with these tips I'm giving you. Glass and mirrors in general in the kitchen tend to get dirty more easily and quickly, right? It feels like you cleaned it today, and tomorrow when you're cooking and all, those little stains start showing up again. So, when you choose to put a wooden door on your cabinet, first it looks nicer. In my opinion, it's more functional and it's cheaper. Considering that the mirror, depending on the type you choose, can even cost up to twice as much as the wooden finish itself, okay? It's another item here that's also functional, decorative, and inexpensive. A cleaner faucet with a more sophisticated design instead of using that gourmet faucet we see in every kitchen out there. Those of you who have been following me here for a long time know that I'm a fan of kitchen faucets. We use a cleaner, softer faucet, not clean as in dirt-free. I mean clean in terms of looks, visually clean. When you look at it, you see a smoother faucet instead of seeing that arch full of rings full of bulky stuff. About the gourmet faucet, it's not that it's bad. If you like the gourmet faucet, there's no problem, you can use it. My opinion is, if you're going to redecorate your kitchen, if you're renovating, go for a smoother, cleaner faucet. It's cheaper than a gourmet faucet, okay? Just compare the prices. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. Some of these items here, like the faucet for example, and a few others that we'll look at here, I'll leave the link for some of them in the description of this video for you. It's like you find a more sophisticated faucet with a more modern design and all cleaner, right? And where can I find it? The link is down here in the description of this video. Baseboard made from the same tile as your porcelain tile instead of using the stone material. What is a baseboard? Imagine here you have a cabinet, the bottom part of your cabinet, where the stone, your countertop, will be supported down on the floor, on your tile. There's that little base that we usually make out of masonry. Other options are made from the carpentry itself. You know, that little front part there, that's what we call a baseboard. Some people call it a counter base. I call it a baseboard, period. And then, instead of putting that lower part made of stone, the same material as your countertop, you use porcelain tile. Because you have a continuation of your floor. You don't have porcelain then stone, you know? You don't have a break in harmony there. You have porcelain tile. Porcelain tile is the same thing that goes, think with me. It's a baseboard. Let's imagine it like that. It would be the baseboard, just to make it easier for us to understand here. So, this baseboard, you use the same material as your floor, the porcelain tile. You'll save money because a piece of your floor that you're going to cut to make the baseboard will be much cheaper than marble. They'll charge you per meter, right? That piece of stone you chose to put down there. So besides looking nice, it's also cheaper. Tile only on the wall where your sink is, where your stove is. Here's another tip that's really cool that we use in current projects. Okay, and you'll agree with me on this one? Look, do you really need to put tiles on all the walls of your kitchen? In my opinion, no, there's no need. Only on the wall where your sink is, where your stove is, on those walls. It's essential to use porcelain tiles or some nice wall covering there, okay? There's no need to put it on all your walls. So this will help you save a lot. It will help you save a lot of money, okay? Because imagine buying porcelain tiles, buying materials, and paying for labor to cover your entire kitchen. When you can use a good, strong, durable, washable paint to paint the other smooth walls of your kitchen and only put the tiles on the wall behind the sink. This tip will also make your kitchen look really nice, giving it a light, calm, and soft atmosphere. And look, it's going to help you save a lot. And lastly, I wanted to leave this point for you. The range hood. It's mandatory for you to install the range hood immediately after you renovate your kitchen. Pay attention, I left this item for last because I want to bring up a discussion with you. Look, when you live in a house, especially one that's well ventilated, before you buy your range hood, leave the outlet up there on the ceiling, the power point, right? The outlet where it will be installed, and go ahead and install the duct as well. If it's an exhaust hood that's going to send this, it will suck up this steam and push it outside your house. Leave the outlet, leave everything ready, but don't buy your hood yet. Do you know why? I'll explain it to you. There are some projects I've done here where my clients chose not to install the hood. That's right, they chose not to install the hood. It depends on your usage, it depends on your daily routine, okay? If you're not used to using your kitchen all the time, cooking a lot of food, always preparing meals there, why would you install a hood? Especially if you have good air circulation in your kitchen, like a big kitchen with nice windows to let the air flow, right? Especially if the cooktop is induction, for example, right? There's no open flame like on a gas cooktop that the wind could blow out. If it's an induction cooktop, for example, there's no need for you to install a range hood. Try it out. I'm not telling you to install it or not install it. I'm telling you to do the following. Leave the spot there ready, leave the duct installed and everything set up, and then start using the kitchen. Wow, you'll really need it. It's getting really bad here. I need to use the range hood. So you go and buy the range hood and install it after a while, after you've settled things there, right? The financial part is that you've already done the renovation, paid everyone, paid for the materials, everything's in order. Then you go and buy a nice range hood. But if you realize over time with the use of your kitchen, wow, I really don't miss it. Why bother? And let me tell you something, okay? That's it. This is going to save you at least about 4,000 reais at the very least, because a good quality, nice range hood starts at 4,000 and goes up, okay? So just with that, I said that this renovation here, this video I'm bringing to you, is a savings of almost 8,000 reais. But if you add up the savings on the wall covering, the range hood, the baseboard, the faucet, the backsplash, look at how many things I'm telling you about here, okay? It's going to be a savings of much more than 8,000 reais in this kitchen you're going to have. So guys, what I want you to understand, okay? First of all, we do in our house what makes us feel good, what we like. I'm here simply to help you. I'm here simply to give you tips about what I do as an architect, about decoration, projects that my clients bring, that we do for our clients. And then I bring it here for you maybe to serve as an example. But that's the thing, taste is taste. You're going to do whatever you want, but I'm sure some of these tips here made sense to you. Do you agree? Share your opinion and leave a comment. Edipo, I agree with you on those 7 points you mentioned. Edipo, I disagree with the first, the third, the fifth. Comment. Your opinion is very important to me here, even for us to bring a next video, a next piece of content based on your question or your doubt. Alright, I hope you enjoyed it, liked it. The links to the products I mentioned are down below in the description. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, like the video and leave your comment. Take care.